Pete, first the Anxiety Podcast. He is the host. He is also the co-host of Voice
Here we go
of the
again with this.
Voiceless. It's Maddie Andrews. And we got
Hello.
a newcomer. Introduce yourself. Let the listeners know we're live on. I don't even know where we're live. We're live YouTube, Facebook. Everybody, hello.
Live everywhere. I am Marini Costa, and I am the host of a new podcast. It is Unapologetically Marin, the Cornbread Chronicles. It can be found on YouTube, Spotify, the works. And I'm just now finishing up season 1 and already scheduling episodes for season 2 that I plan to start dropping mid-April. So.
And Marin, what do you guys focus on your show?
I am also mental health related podcast. So anything and everything mental health related, from domestic violence,
I should come on your
addiction and recovery, PTSD, and all the works.
Perfect.
I should come on your podcast. Yeah, I'm gonna come on your podcast.
Oh yeah, Marin, you have to hear his magic story. Let me tell you.
I want you, girl.
Again with these damn sound effects, dude. Can you just stop? Or you're having too much fun over these things.
Voice of the Voiceless.
Jimmy's gonna record the intro. Eventually, he's gonna do that. Welcome to Voice of the Voiceless.
Please sit down, headphones on, sit back, relax. The Voice of the Voiceless, starring Maddie Andrews and co-host Pete versus Pete.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're killing Pete right now.
Okay.
As you can tell, everybody that's online watching us, we weren't here Wednesday. Things got caught up. We all got caught up. Some of us are having a bad week, but we're here. We're here. We got our little community here. We got our new friend that's going to be joining us. She has an open invitation. You can join us Wednesday nights at 7:00 when we usually go live if you want. It's an open forum. So today, Pete, what are we going to talk about today?
Doing a mental check-in. See how everybody's doing. So everybody check in. How we all doing?
Oof, that's a tough question.
I know Jimmy got trapped in the subway the other day.
It's always something, right?
Oh no.
And then it, I don't know. I've just been this week felt like it was. I know there's only 24 hours in a day, but it felt like every day was like 78 hours.
Oh, I agree, dude.
You know what I mean? It's just it was a long week. I'm glad we made it to Friday. I'm glad we're here kicking it off back together, all of us, minus Rita. Rita, wherever you are. Rita, where's Rita? We forgot Rita. Did we forget Rita? We didn't forget Rita, right? She wasn't coming, right?
I told her at 7:00, and she said she didn't know if she would be home.
Oh, I thought she was. I thought I forgot Rita.
She's poor lost and wondering why y'all didn't bring her home.
Oh, she'll be mad at me. She'll be friggin' storming the veterans. She'll be sending the veterans my way. You know what I mean? She'll be like, they didn't get me. I miss Rita. Rita got the blog, right? Rita's doing the blog. I seen that on Facebook. She got her thing going. Rita's good.
Good blog too. You should read it.
Yeah, Rita's good. So let's do our check-in, Pete. What's going on, pal? How was your week? How was your recording this week? What was going on?
Recording this week wasn't too bad. I had to cancel Tuesday because I was sick, but I got an email the other day from an award-winning cartoonist. She's got like 1 million followers on Instagram. What is her name? Gemma Carell. She does a book called Anxiety Land that's coming out in April. So I got a free preview of it. I'm getting a physical copy sent to me, but I have a PDF of the original one, so I can't show it to anybody. But I can tell you that I am going to review it and post some reviews during the show and things like that for it. So. And then I just got reached out to a partnership from somebody. I'm waiting to hear all the details of what they want to do from there. So, more stuff to follow. But other than that, man, I got a stack week this week. Tomorrow morning, I got to get up at 7 a.m. and record with my buddy Andy on the Ride Along podcast at 7 a.m. And then 5 o'clock, I have another podcaster, the Lights Out podcast. I'm not really sure the whole story behind hers. So she's going to come on. We're going to talk a little more. And then Sunday.
Lights Out.
I can't think of the name of the podcast, but the young ladies that you were talking to, Katrina and the other girl.
It's the trauma. Those are my girls.
Yeah. So one of them is not going to be there Sunday. So it's just going to be me and somebody else at 10 a.m. So we're going to do that. So, and then Monday is stacked as always.
They're awesome. I got on their show when I first started doing the podcast, and then Ooh, when I tell you, Pete, you can go on there. You will talk for hours. It's like meeting your cousin you haven't seen, or your sister you haven't seen, brother you haven't seen in like 20 years. They're just the best. They do a great job over there. Thanks, It's the Trauma is the name of their podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, they invited me to come, so one of them won't be there. She's on a trip in Oregon, so I'm not going to be able to meet her. But I told them that they should come on the show, and we can meet both of them when the other one comes back. So we're good to go though. So I'm excited to do that.
It's not Trina. It's our other friend, right? We were doing the podcast, and she was just in our living room, our bedroom, just smoking cigarettes and shit. It was awesome. I was envious because I smoke and I have to step outside. So when I podcast and people are smoking, I'm just like, I want to smoke one so bad, but I can't. I gotta wait. You know what I mean?
Dude, what do you mean? Dude, we had the repair guy in the middle of ours. Remember?
Oh, we did have the repair guy. Yeah, I was fixing.
That shit's hilarious, dude. Jimmy's interview's out today, anyways. By the way, in case y'all haven't checked it out yet, but you'll hear Jimmy and I conversating with the repair guy in the background. That shit was hilarious.
Oh, was that the one that was on your show?
Yeah, remember, because the repair guy was.
Oh yeah. I thought it was on mine. That's even better.
Mine. I think I was on mine actually, because you were sitting there, we were talking about it, and you're like, "Oh, hey, listen, you're on the podcast. You want to say hi to somebody?"
Yeah, and I just slugged the camera over to him, Maddie. He was in there fixing the wash machine, and he came through, and I put him right on the camera.
He's like, "Hey, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Everybody at home can hear you."
He didn't know what he was doing. He got his $400. He got his $400 and left. I was so mad. The washing machine cost like $600. It's $400 to fix it. I'm like, might as well just buy a new one. You know what I mean?
Jesus, yeah. Especially as much as they cost these days. My parents' one's like $2,000, but they've got one that's all in one. So they had to have theirs repaired. The guy came out, tore the whole machine apart, then goes, "Well, we can't fix it." So I'm like, "We'll just have to give you the money back for the original purchase." And they went and bought the newer model of that one. I was just like, okay, so I just didn't get that. But I'm like, okay, you came and tore the whole thing apart, and then you're like, "Well, I can't do nothing about it." So, I'm like, oh, well, that's awesome.
Goddamn electronics. Maddie, how's your week going?
Shit. I've had a shit week. It's been terrible.
Shit.
You know what's good though? You're here with us. You are here, smiling, playing with your ball, just enjoying life. Look, sometimes shit comes at us quick. It comes at us fast, right? But it's how we process it, right? Sometimes stepping away from things, right? Whether it may be work or people or situations, right? Where it bothers you. We're allowed to step away, I
work 2 full-time jobs, go to school, have internship, and then I have a life. And it was like the perfect storm of stress from all of them all at one time, simultaneously, while I went down on my antipsychotic and my anti-anxiety medication. And my sleep schedule has been completely out of whack because some days I have to be up at 4, some days I'm not home till midnight. So I was living in a perpetual state of fight, flight, or freeze for about the past month. And over the past few weeks, it's gotten to the point where I'm having to miss work in both jobs. I'm struggling to get my schoolwork done. And then honestly, I'm not eating at all. I'm not sleeping. Yeah. I'm not drinking. I'm depressed. And I had to call 988 this week, which 988 is a great resource. Wow. I was having passive suicidal thoughts, and I was scared, and I didn't want to go to the hospital. So I texted 988 actually, and they helped me devise a safety plan and made sure I was safe. Yeah. And then for the next 3 days, they texted me to check on me. So 988 is an excellent resource.
It's the best.
Awesome.
Yes. I got in with my doctor yesterday. She upped my antipsychotic and prescribed a sedative for 30 days to calm my nervous system. Yeah. All of this is because of my nervous system. So I will be feeling better a lot soon. I currently just feel like a zombie. Yeah. And I have to go to work tomorrow and pretend I'm not a zombie.
So that was your week.
That was my week. Terrible.
So again, terrible. Right? And that's the hottest thing sometimes, right? People may not understand. I was talking to somebody this week. I forget who it was. I was doing it was Craig Merriweather. We were talking about hypnosis. And
Craig.
Yeah, we were talking. I thought I was muted. And
I love Craig. Craig's awesome.
He's so smart. Like Craig's really smart. But when you talk about hypnosis, right, it's like regular therapy for me, talk therapy is like spinning the wheels, right? But hypnosis, he was saying it's like 3 or 4 sessions. You get right to the root of the cause of the problem, right? And then you solve it. It's like, it's so powerful. But I think because I've been so stuck in talk therapy, medication as well, that it's one of those big things where that's all you think that you have, right? That's the only options.
I'm about to try EMDR myself. I think a lot of my fight or freeze comes from trauma. It's like a trauma response. So I found someone who knows how to deal with schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and trauma and anxiety. So I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see how it happens.
So Maddie, for Marin really fast, why don't you tell her all your diagnosis really quick, just so she gets an idea of what we're talking about here.
So I have what's called schizoaffective bipolar type, extreme generalized anxiety, PTSD, and OCD. And what schizoaffective bipolar type means is I have symptoms of both schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. And
you're a complex case like myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's awesome. Trust me. Marin will take good care of you, Manny, by the way. She's really great. I was her first interview on her show. She did really great. She's been kicking it off since then. She's been kicking ass. So it's great to see that she's doing really good.
And Maddie is the voice of the voiceless.
I'm not normally such a hot mess. Usually I'm pretty pulled together. I mean, I started a nonprofit. I run it. I work at an inpatient unit. I'm getting my master's in social work. I have internship. Like, I'm normally a pretty put together person, but everybody has those weeks, days, or moments where they're just not okay, and that's just kind of where I'm at.
But here's the thing, Maddie. I'm proud of you, right? You're going through it. Text 988, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't solve everything, but it also gives you another outlet, right? And then they're checking in on you, which is the great part of 988, right?
I really appreciate the safety plan they did with me. Like, and it's so ironic because I told them I work in mental health, like that's my career, and they're like, "You probably know this," which is true. I make these with my individuals all the time. But it was like interesting to have somebody else walk me through it and be like, well, what about this? Well, what about this? And so now I have a really good safety plan on my fridge that I share with my husband. So he can also kind of be my eyes and ears. I think.
When does it say to call Uncle Jimmy? What step is that?
You want to be one of my safe people, Jimmy? I don't have to
you can call whenever.
You can just be my safe people.
I'll be one too.
Call.
Sign me up.
If you ever go to the hospital, just tell them, call Uncle Jimmy.
I'm sure that'll work out. I'll sign an ROI for you, Jimmy. They can just call you and give you.
They'll probably be like, "Oh, Maddie's here. She's talking about some Uncle Jimmy guy. What the hell is going on?" You know what I mean? Like,
is she psychotic? What is she talking about?
Right? Who the hell is this Uncle Jimmy? Just tell them. As I like to say, my new thing, right, is welcome into the podcast. It's Uncle Jimmy, everybody's favorite uncle. That's my new little slogan.
Oh no!
Shirts are gonna be made, hats, everything.
So, Marin, how are you doing?
I'm doing good now. Kind of like what Maddie was saying. I did kind of have a rough start to my week. I have borderline personality disorder, also bipolar, severe generalized anxiety and depression, and PTSD. And
we're like twins.
Unfortunately, I know that's what I'm saying. Complex twins over here. I had to just kind of like a little bit. I had to medically retire due to some things that are going on. So stay at home, wife, and income is, things have been stressful. Like at first it was exciting. I don't have to work anymore. I can concentrate on my podcast. I can do this. And like it was great. But then when you're used to a 2-income person household and now you have 1 income and me kind of like sneaking in little bits here and there in, it's been a lot. So behind on bills, which we're never behind on bills. So having to deal with all of that and then deciding who to pay. And unfortunately, one of the bills I did not get to pay last month was my medical insurance.
Oh
so no. I have been on medication since I was 13. Different things all the time. But I was completely out of my Abilify, which is, for my borderline, for my bipolar. I was out of my Klonopin for anxiety. I was out of my propranolol for panic disorder. I mean, everything. And I was a hot mess. I couldn't function. I could also I was out of my Adderall. I'm severe A. Forgot to mention ADD. So I was a zombie. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't function. I couldn't wake up hardly. It's just like sleeping, walking around like this, like way worse than no injury and brain fog. Like
Just going
just
through the
not
motions.
even feeling like a person. Yeah, it's just and so I'm sitting here in my emotions the entire day, and it's not a fun place to be. But I did not get insurance, but I did get a coupon that allowed me to get my medication for something I could afford. So that
See,
was a blessing because I didn't know that little coupon thing even existed. The pharmacy told me about it.
Look, and this is a big thing.
So
Sorry,
finally
sorry.
got it.
Right? This
Yeah.
is the big thing that frustrates me so much. We're supposed to be in the greatest country in the world, right? Here you are, doctor's
Tell 'em.
orders, you need your medication, and it's like, oh, you don't have friggin' medical insurance anymore. So it's like $1,000 for this, 500 for this. Then, like you
Yes.
said, right? What bill do you pay? It's like, okay, do we pay this bill or do we pay for the medication? We pay for medical, and it's like, no, we should have centralized health in America. Like
Yeah.
it
yes,
should be paid for. It should be taken care of. We pay enough goddamn taxes as it is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we
last
shouldn't have to go
summer,
without your medication.
last summer I had to change insurances because the job I had didn't have insurance, and then when I got this job, you have to wait 90 days. So I went on that affordable care thing,
Yeah.
and I take very
Yeah.
expensive name brand medications. It's just what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, And so I got there was one plan they offered that was very high premium every month that said in the plan they will pay for it. So I go to fill it and it's denied. And I was like, what the hell do you mean this is denied? I need my medication.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot function without it. And they were like, well, they had to do some things, right? So then I go back to the pharmacy and they said, oh, this is $1,500 with your insurance. And I was like, $1,500? I
Wow.
don't have $1,500 a month, and this is
Wake
a
up, Pete.
life-saving medication.
Oh, I'm awake.
So I had to, like she did, I had to fight for coupons to get it down to $300 a
Mm-hmm.
month for several months, and that's not something I can really afford. But if I don't have the medication, I can't work,
Right.
and then I won't be able to pay my
Right.
light bill. So this is a huge problem in our country.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Maddie,
Yeah, it's
aren't you going to
ridiculous.
DC?
Yes, I'm going to DC, but they won't let me talk about this. We're talking about things that are pressing right now.
You can't go and talk about Uncle Jimmy's podcast, Pete versus anxiety and voice of the voice. I thought you were going to DC to tell them all about us.
I'm
Exactly.
going to DC to talk
Supposed to be our
about.
spokesperson.
I'm gonna slip in some behavioral health in there with the executive orders of forced institutional care, but they really want us to talk about the SAVE Act. But I want to talk about behavioral health, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I'm gonna see what I can get away with, I guess.
I love when you say the
Just
pressing
push
issues.
the
Like that
limits.
is a
Push
pressing
it.
issue. It's just ridiculous because like we can't afford anything these days because everything's so damn high. But it's like we live in the greatest country ever. Like there's people in third world countries that live better
Right.
than most of us do.
Yeah. Look at Canada.
Absolutely.
Canada, you don't pay for anything when it comes to your medical. Everything's covered.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And then people get mad. They're like, "Oh, you're a communist." No, I just want fucking free. I have health care, so I'm just saying this. Like, I'm lucky enough. I've been employed 20 plus years. I've had health insurance through my job. Great job that I
Right.
have. I had a health insurance growing
I
up.
was
My
the
dad had a
same.
great job, union job. So I've been lucky and fortunate enough. So I don't know what the struggle's like, right? So when I
Oh,
hear these stories, it frustrates me because I'm sort of doing the union work and all that, and being down in DC. You see the disparity, right, between people that really can't afford it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
people that can't, and it's like
well,
I just
North
don't understand that.
Carolina.
If it's something the doctor prescribes you and you need it, it's like, so what? You want me to lose my house, lose my car, but it's good, you got your meds. Like,
Right.
And
Well, I
then,
worked in corporate
right.
America for 25 years. I had great health insurance. I've
yeah,
never had to worry about having health insurance. But since I had to medically retire in March, actually this month makes a year,
yeah,
I had to get it out on my own from the marketplace. So first of all, way more expensive. But
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
also
Yes,
wasn't
it
aware
is.
like marketplace doesn't have PPOs. These
yeah,
you can only get HMO,
yeah,
which a lot of places don't take. You have to go within their networks. I already had set doctors that I've used for years, and
Yeah.
I had to find almost all new doctors because
Yes,
All
none
new
of them
the
ones.
wanted to
same
take an
thing.
HMO.
The same thing happened to
Mm-hmm.
me when I went on the Affordable Care Act. I had to get all
Yes.
new doctors, and they sucked.
Yes, and then like with the medications you're on, I've been on the same medications for years, but now they wanted to get pre-auths. Why do I need a
Yes.
pre-auth for a medicine that I'm just refilling that I've taken since I was 13 and I'm
I,
45?
Yeah,
I
to
deal
me
with
that
that
doesn't make
every
any
A
month.
sense.
pre-auth, really?
It's
So
so frustrating.
it was crazy and wild.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Well,
any
I know
sense.
But
If
I
you've been
have the
taking it,
medicine now.
yeah, but you've been taking it for
Thir-
so long. So what is the problem? I don't understand what you. I don't get the insurance people, man. Don't make any sense.
The
Like,
medical
yeah, I don't either.
companies have to get paid.
Yep.
yeah,
okay, I'm
yeah.
It
going
was
Some people
strictly.
go
I'm
that
going
one of
way.
the
strictly
main
holistic
things
from
was
now on.
several
Okay, how
of my
about that?
medicines were highly expensive.
Here's the pill that
And
Yes.
so
costs
their thing was,
$2.
can't you take something else? No, I've
Shit.
tried lots of other
Yes.
stuff. This is what I'm
Yes.
taking.
They told me that too.
Yes.
They were like, I want you to go backwards. I want you to try the meds that you tried in your 20s that made you a zombie who didn't process emotions and had flat affects and wanted to die by suicide all the time. I want you to go back there because they cost me a little bit less. And I was like,
Yes.
absolutely freaking not.
Yes. And then they literally tell
That's
you these
crazy.
things. It's not like we make assumptions and we think that's why they do what they do. No, it's them literally saying, well, this medication on paper seems very similar and very just as effective, and it's way cheaper. How do you
Yeah.
know? You're an insurance company.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
We're
an
not
insurance
doctors.
company.
You're not licensed to give me medical advice. That's what you should be commenting. But yeah,
Exactly.
my GO1P costs like $1,000 if I didn't have insurance. It's just crazy. Like, but my health insurance covers
Yeah.
it completely. So because it's
Oh, wow,
preventive
that's
care,
great.
anything considered preventive care covers everything. So I actually have okay insurance, which is not too bad, honestly. Like I thought about
That's
venturing out to the
great.
marketplace, but no, hell no, forget that. After all these horror stories I
Mm-mm.
hear,
Marketplace,
Yeah,
no.
it's bad.
yeah, I'm good. I'll take
I
a
was
hard
paying
pass on that.
$500 a month last year, five something, and they told me if I had kept it into this year, it was going to be like $700 or $800 a month. That's like, that's
Yeah.
more than my car. That's more than my car payment. That's more
That's
than
like a
anything.
apartment cost here in Texas. Almost what is about $1,000 an
Yeah,
area I'm at. So you're a few short of what
and
an
some people's
apartment
went up
costs.
even more. Yep,
It's
it's
Yeah.
crazy,
crazy.
man.
And
It
in
really
North
is.
Carolina, they're thinking about completely cutting Medicaid. So we have not passed a budget. We still have no budget for this year. So they're using the old budget, and there's not enough money for Medicaid right now. So providers are going to start getting their reimbursement rate cuts, and there's already a smaller reimbursement for Medicaid. And people who need Medicaid, who will die without it, are about to freaking lose it just
Well,
because
see,
they don't, but they have money for other things. Why can't people have health insurance?
They have
we
$1
have a
billion
clinic
a
here.
day for the war right now.
And we're going to kill
Right.
people here by not giving them health insurance.
Yeah. So I was looking, right? Abilify. Abilify can cost up to prices starting around $9.43 using coupons, right?
Ouch.
The average
Yeah.
retail price of a 30-day supply of generic is about $12.26. But the brand name Abilify can cost $900 for a 30-day supply without insurance. $900.
Yes.
My
It's like
And that's
Capilita,
just
it's
one
like
of
you're
my
paying for the
medicines.
It's like you're paying for the brand name. Like think about any of these brand names you go out and buy, and then you see the other one that's almost identical to it. The only difference is, people say the taste wise is different, but think about it. You're paying for the brand name for all these brands. Like a
there
12
is
pack
there
of
is
soda is like $10 here in Texas in most places. It's crazy.
there is no generic for the medication I take that saved my life called
Yeah,
Capilita, and without insurance is $3,500 a month.
Capilita. I think I heard
Oh,
that commercial somewhere.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a life-saving medication.
Yeah, but again, it's just I'm trying to see who makes Abilify to see what they're trading at, to see what they're caught, what the company is worth.
Oh no,
The liquid form
Jimmy's
is
gonna end up in the dark web if
$7.59.
we're not careful here pretty soon, guys. So
What'd you say?
What?
I said you're gonna end up in the dark web if you don't be careful how far you deep it dig down, man.
Look, we're just telling them
yeah,
how it is.
Abilify is my most expensive one.
Yeah,
And even
I
it's
take
the
Ozempic, so
generic
that's my
is
most expensive one, which is
Ariprazole,
crazy.
and it's not that much cheaper.
Pete, what did you
I
say?
feel
The
lucky
dark
to have
web?
good insurance.
Yeah, the dark web's where you're gonna end up on, bud. You know what that You and these damn sound effects, Diddy. I swear to God, we're gonna come over there and steal your sound effects away from
Pete
you.
hates the sound effects. I'm coming next week with just voice of the voiceless recorded and everything else.
He's just gonna keep hitting the button. It's just gonna keep playing voice of the voiceless.
So I'm gonna play every time Pete opens his mouth. It's just gonna say voice of the voiceless.
Listen,
I'm
Check
just
it
gonna-
out on Saturdays.
Challenge accepted. Okay, challenge accepted. Just so you know, I'll talk it. Trust me. No, but I got a busy Monday though. I think I've got like 6 or 7 interviews I have to do because I have to make up some from last week, and then Tuesday is an interesting guest. She was a dominatrix, but now she's a life coach. So I'm interested to know how this story plays out.
Wow.
Because, well, she came in
I
from
want
a friend
her
of
on my
mine.
show.
From,
I'll send you her
from
podcast.
dominatrix to
Yes, sir.
coaching.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Catherine, runs a podcast out of Australia. She said, "Hey, Pete, I got one for you. You got to talk to this lady. It's an interesting story." I'm like, "Okay." And anytime Kat sends me something, I always take them because Catherine and I have been friends for a while now, man. She was in the first season of the show, and we've known each other since then. She came back to talk about her new book she wrote about what happens if you fall in love with AI, kind of like that movie recently with Sean Penn, one of those other guys. You know what I'm saying, kind of similar to that, but. She has a book out now, though. But yeah, she had sent it over to me. So I was like, okay, cool. So I take a lot of people's suggestions. Marion suggested a few people I've already reached out to already. My other buddy Jay, he sent over some people to me too as well. So like I got so many email requests. It's not even funny coming in. I still got to go through all my NPL ones too. I still got all those people coming in. Some of those I got to sort through.
No, guys, Rita just texted me and said she never got a link. Did we reschedule?
We'll tell her hop in. We still
Oh
live.
no! And y'all
Can you
were just
send her a
joking
link
about
real
it. And
quick?
she really did.
Jimmy.
Oops.
This is what happens when Jimmy plans something.
I'll send it to her right now.
Tell Jenna. Listen, we got time to kill. Let's go.
Oh, when in doubt, just blame me.
I blame Jimmy for this. It's okay. This is his show.
This is our show.
I did worse things today, so I had a live today, and I was so busy running around like a chicken with my head cut off, like trying to coordinate with all the little people I had co-hosting, what time they were coming on, and da. I was so stressed out, and it didn't hit me until after I missed a podcast episode today.
You missed
I
one?
was supposed to be a guest on.
Who are you supposed to get? What show?
Your buddy Melissa.
Oh,
I said,
emotionally
"Please do not
unavailable.
kill me." Emotionally unavailable. I was supposed
Oh
to be
my
on there
God,
11 a.m.
You're gonna love her. So when you meet her,
She's gonna-
okay, you have to pass something on. I'm gonna text what you tell her when you see her next. She'll get it. She'll laugh, and it's gonna sound pretty bad, but
Okay.
the last time we saw each other,
Pete's gonna get you in trouble.
looking through the glass was the show that I had passed her on because was doing another episode before that. I was helping Celia out while Giselle was having the baby. So we had met up with someone else. And as we passed by, we shared some parting words. And she's like, her response was, I was like, listen, I heard what you said. She goes, oh my God, did you hear what I said? I didn't know if you heard me or not. I said, because it was the funniest thing ever. She literally just tells me she said basically F off. I'm like, did she just tell me to go off? Okay. Oh man, I was like, it's right here. She's not even home. You need to tell her stop complaining about Link. She ain't even home. Rita, how dare you make us all worry about you not even home, bro? Come on now.
I sent her the link, and she said I'm almost home. I don't know. She'll jump in when she gets home, I guess.
But yeah, Melissa's awesome though.
So tell Melissa I am not an asshole.
Yeah, I met Melissa early on. Actually,
I have never done that ever.
Oh, there's a funny story though. When me and Melissa met, I totally forgot even signed up for a show. This is the same thing that happened to Jimmy. I forgot that we had scheduled a day. I don't know if Jimmy knows this story or not, but this is the same thing that happened to her because I'm like, I signed up for so many shows and I was so lost. And then I got an email from her like, hey, you're still doing the show? Just kind of like Jimmy and I did too. Jimmy's like, hey, you're still gonna do this show? I'm like, yeah, what time is supposed to be there? So, but we had a blast though. Melissa, I was on her early season of her show, man. We had a really great time together. She was really cool. She unfortunately lost her son to an OD though, and everything like that too. She's been recently talking openly about that. I guess she found out that whatever he took had something else in it. I don't remember what it was. She was talking about it in a post recently on Instagram. But that poor woman, dude, it's been through the hell and back, man. And I if I was her, I don't even know if I'd even be talking to anybody right now. But she literally went on 9 days after losing her son and was describing the incident that it was just It fucking aggravated me because she's like, well, I called 911. I got put on a prompt service. Like, you're calling an emergency number and they're putting you on a prompt? I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. It's in her interviews what she's saying. She's mentioning the story. Oh, yeah, I got to put on a prompt. I had to pause. I got up. I got so mad. I would start raging. I was like, what? I was like, this is some horse shit. So I went back in. I was still listening to it. Wow. She finds the son in the bedroom. Dude, I couldn't, man. I couldn't. Hell no.
I feel like I'm ready to be a guest on podcast again. You guys got to hook me up with some shows. I haven't done it in a while.
Got mine for one.
Marin's got you.
Always Uncle Jimmy's podcast.
What did you say, Jimmy?
It's always Uncle Jimmy's podcast.
Oh, I'll come back to Uncle Jimmy's podcast any day.
Right.
Jimmy, and you're gonna like Kristen, Pete, the one that talked today that you were messaging.
Yeah.
The fundamentalist Baptist cult survivor. Yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, I booked her already. I already got her booked. I think I got somebody else booked. I'm trying to nail down the cartoonist.
Is the cartoonist gonna be? Is Pete? You part of that group with us?
What one?
I don't know if he's in that group. We need to ask him. There's gonna be a giant podcast and mental health people like Zoom that we're gonna record and put out. I thought I added you.
How dare you?
I don't even know when it is.
Me, guy started this thing, okay?
It's April. Right? I didn't start it. Somebody whose show I was on put me in it. And so I thought I put you. No, I was just adding people. I don't know why I didn't add you, but we're recording April 19th.
Okay.
April 19th.
I was gonna say.
Well,
April.
I'd like
she
to
said
do it
April.
too.
She said April. I was like, oh, hold on, what day in April? Because I'm not gonna be home the 10th or the 14th.
Let me
see
if
Ohio.
I can add you, because I think this cartoonist might be in this chat.
He is the lawyer cartoonist.
I know a lot of.
Where's that
like
chat?
I said, I got reached out by the party, the one that's Anxiety Land's artist that's coming. I got her booked yet, but she had reached out and gave me a copy of the book. Like I said, I got to read it still. I haven't looked at it. It's supposed to be in a graphic novel form of her memoir, which is kind of a cool idea, though, man. Like, yeah, me a graphic novel. Like regular books, kids read some of them, but you know.
I added your personal, wouldn't let me add your page to the group chat.
Don't tell people Pete's real name. That's private.
I'm not going to.
Shit, give it. It doesn't matter. I don't answer.
Private.
I scan half my phone calls anyways.
His name's
so it's okay.
Peter Raphael.
That's
Look him
right.
up on Facebook.
Raphael on
Peter
Facebook.
Raphael.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Why Raphael though?
So, what's the game plan going forward for the weekend? What's everybody got going on?
Why can't I be Donatello, bro? The one, the turtle I actually like.
I was so about to say that. I was so about to say you should be Donatello.
Why can't I be Donatello, bro? Like, what the hell, man? What's wrong with Donnie? You don't like Donnie?
I'm Michelangelo.
Yeah, you are. You're something right over there.
I love the Ninja Turtles. I always wanted to be a Ninja Turtle when I was a kid.
Shredder.
I always did. I thought they existed.
I wanted to be a My Little Pony.
You wanted to be a pony?
Oh, I love
My Little Pony.
All I know is
Rainbow Bride.
I told my mom when I grew up I was going to be a ballerina, dancer, acrobat, and I would put on my tutu and do art and play a saxophone in the living room. I still think I'm a princess unicorn, and I'm 37 years old, so
keep dreaming.
Quite went away.
Well,
you got to keep dreaming, right?
At least
you can do whatever you want.
I told my mom I was going to be a waitress at Catfish Kitchen, and I would walk around like I was carrying a tray of food.
You know what? Dick's Last Resort would be a great job for me. Like, I thought about this. Like, if I could pick any job, I'd work at Dick's Last Resort. Like, you get paid to insult people all day. Like, bro, I could sit there and banter with people all day. Like, that's just a job made for me. Like, they should have just called it Pete's Last Resort, because I went in there and just roasted people left and right and had a great time doing the whole time. You know, like, God, that job's made for me.
I went there when I was a kid with her family. Went on vacation with my friend. I wasn't a kid. I was probably like 12 or 13, and they put that hat on me, and like my friend, it said something about like dicks or something, and I was like, oh my god, and they called me a bitch, and I was like, I'm just 13.
Right.
Listen, the only place allowed to cuss out a little kid is Chick's Last Resort. That's it, okay? That's nothing else. Well,
They called my
they have a
friends.
diner in Chicago. It's like a 50s diner. It's called Ed the Bevick's. It's like that too. Like they come in and it's like you had this chick when we went, had this like red hair, and you could hear her screaming across the room, "What do y'all want?" And just yelling at you across the room. And it was wild in there.
That is not my vibe. People like that hurt my feelings, and I take it way too
Well, I
personal.
probably couldn't take Danny to Dick's Last Resort. I'm not sure how she'd feel about it. We went to Bucky's and that didn't end too
Mm.
well, man. She got overwhelmed by all the people in there. Like there were a lot of people in this place. I was like, she's never
Yeah,
been
I
there, and
get
everybody's like,
overwhelmed
"Oh, you got to
too.
go to Dickies. You got to go to Bucky's." I'm like, "Oh no, God, no, we can't." I'm like, "All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna go check it out." And yeah, we made it through halfway through the store. We made it to the merchandise side, and it was just too much. I mean, I don't blame her. It's a lot of people in there. A lot of people in there.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Hey,
I love Bucky, so.
the company that makes Abilify last year's revenue was $684.8 million.
I bet.
Oh,
That's crazy.
okay.
And
Yeah,
their
that
worth,
might.
the company's worth, I think $39.4 billion or something. I could be reading that wrong, but
So
That's
their
crazy.
company is worth billions, yet I'm having to scrape by just
Mm-hmm.
to get my medication. Make
Yes,
that
just to
make
get my
sense.
medicine, my one little bottle
it's
every 30
disgusting,
days.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's crazy. It is. It's ridiculous. It honestly is. It's just insane. Like the amount they want you to pay for everything, and then it's like, oh well, then I have to pay for this, and then my rent goes up, but the food cost goes up, and it's like, oh, we're fixing all these problems. Well, what problems are you fixing? I'll wait for it because I don't see any
What
problems
scared
being
me the
fixed.
most is when, you know my story. When I got my
Mm-hmm.
alcoholism and stuff happened when I was, on FMLA away from work, blah blah blah. But because of that, I was also out of a couple of medications during the time. Actually, it was only out of Abilify, and I thought, I'm fine with everything else. I had my Prozac and I had Klonop, I had everything else. And I thought, this is fine. I can do without it for a couple of months. Not thinking, not having my Abilify is what made me go nut crazy and become an alcoholic. I was so
You
scared. Like
know,
if I can't get my Abilify, like what's gonna happen? Like that's my bipolar and BPD medication. That's not just
I think a
that,
lot
that's a
of
big
people
one.
tend to forget that though, is that a lot of addiction derives from people trying to fix their mental health or trying to deal with their problems
Oh
mental health.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
I
that's
think a lot of people forget that. Like, a lot of people don't realize it goes hand in hand, and it's just like, So I hang out in a lot of the
Yep.
addiction side of TikTok with Jay, my buddy, the host, Rock and Recovery. So
Sure.
we're always hanging
Mm-hmm.
out there all the time and things like that. So I'm always in there hanging out with these guys all the time, just listening to these stories and things like that. And it's just like it's really nothing shocking at this point. The things that you hear these guys talk about and stuff like that too, and all that. It's just
I started self medicating with pills when I was 4 years old
that's what I'm
because of
saying,
my
man.
mental health. And it let by the
Wow.
time I was 21, I was in rehab.
That's why we need to
How
talk to these
old?
kids sooner.
I started with pills when I was 4 and I was in rehab at 21. I was self medicating really bad, but I was also super sick and I didn't know what was going on. And so I thought drugs and
Yeah,
alcohol
4 o'clock. Yeah,
made it
at four
better.
years old, you have no idea what's going on. You don't even begin to even understand
And,
anything at that point.
and even at 18, 19, like I wasn't diagnosed. I was just
Yeah,
I was self harming. I thought it made the self harming better. I just wanted to not
Right.
feel what I was feeling, I think.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I
I
think
mean,
that's why
because
we need to teach
at
these
Well, and
kids emotional
13, I was only
regulation.
oftentimes,
diagnosed with ADD and depression.
Yeah,
BPD,
yeah,
bipolar
and then
didn't come till I was
oftentimes
an
we're just trying
adult.
to numb that pain, right? That's
yeah.
all we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get rid of that pain or numb it.
Yeah, but
You
that's why we
know?
need to teach these kids how to emotionally regulate at a young age. There's actually a really good artist I met,
Yes.
an author I met. What's her name? Shannon Curtis. She's got a book called No More Monsters Under the Bed. That's what she's teaching these kids how to emotionally regulate,
Oh,
and it's targeted towards adults as well too. So it's kind of an interesting perspective. She has a whole series of books she's planning on. But when she came on the show, we were talking for a bit. She's actually here in Texas with us, Marion. I don't remember exactly.
oh,
I think she's south of us somewhere.
You
I
guys
think
got to
she's south.
remember, growing up for us, they told us no. You don't talk about it.
Yep.
yeah.
Shove
Yeah.
it in a
Yeah.
box.
You know what I mean? Shove it
I mean,
down.
that's part of my, yeah.
So
I had
Pete,
loving parents, amazing parents, but when it came to my mental health,
yeah,
it was, it was in my head and it was just,
Mm-hmm.
you're just a little bit depressed because of this or that. Like didn't put me in therapy, or they
Yeah,
didn't.
but we got to
There's so
remember
much they
though.
didn't do,
But the thing we have
but
to
they
remember
didn't
though
know.
is with our parents is that they didn't know anything. They only knew what was given to
They
them from
didn't
the
know.
generation prior to them.
Exactly.
So that's why if we change the thought process of the way we teach these kids now, we can make a stronger
Yeah.
generation going forward because they'll pass that knowledge on to their kids and then going on and going on. And that way we could at least make a turn in this thing because we're at 177 suicides already this year and we're only a few months into 2026. And this is just crazy though. It's like, and then everybody wants to tell me, hey, we're talking about mental health more. Where? Like, I'm waiting. I
Well,
see
that
y'all
was the
putting
Here's
this.
question I was going to
Right.
ask you.
no. How well, talking about mental health and making change around mental health are two separate things. It is not a cool thing to talk about. It is a problem that we need to have a solution for. Don't make it some cutesy
Exactly what I was
pop
leading
culture
to.
bullshit.
Yeah, those videos of those. Oh, well, you take your life. You have X amount of text messages. Like, let's stop. Let's just fucking stop making those videos. I don't care if it's offended by this, but just stop making those
Yeah,
videos.
it's
You're
like,
not helping anybody. You're harming the situation more. You're even making a mockery of people that have committed suicide because they have something
Right.
they can't deal with or something they're battling, and you're making it a joke, telling them, oh well, basically your life will go on without you. So then what do you think that's telling them?
well, I
Like
don't
if
know
you
if you
think a
saw the
scare
one Pete
tactic
where it
works.
says it's literally like 3 hours after you die. It's
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
they'll
talking.
have,
Those kind of videos.
yeah, they'll have a party, and then 10 hours later they will forget about you, and it's like, motherfucker, like what are you trying to get at?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
the
that's what
question
I'm
I was going to
talking
ask
about.
you is right, and Maddie too, and Marin too. How do we, right, as the communities that we're all building, four of us separately, right, and then together here, how do we get out into the communities, right, and talk to these kids or get groups to talk to these kids? How do we do it?
Ooh, I'm doing it. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Maddie does
I was
do it.
talking. Listen, that suicide shirt I'm selling? Well, we keep losing. We lost another youth in our schools to suicide
Oh,
this week. It's
Jesus,
it's it's one of the leading causes of death in my area for youth. It's a
that's crazy.
problem. So I had an idea about making like an awareness walk and like a memorial walk at the high school and
Mm-hmm.
getting the youth involved in talking about it
yeah.
and hearing their voices. They can memorialize the classmates they've lost. They can say how it makes them feel. We can have people there to help them, and we can just bring to the forefront to the school system that this is a problem and this is affecting our kids and this is how they feel about it. Here's some change and some things we can do to make it better for our kids, because I
Yeah.
think a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
times their voices really just aren't heard.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny you say that though,
Yep.
because a lot of people I meet, that's the one thing they're told. They're like, always said, "Oh, well, I said something and nobody listened to me." And a lot of it has to do with
Exactly.
sexual assault cases too. It's like,
Yeah.
the one girl I talked to, Holly Hagg. Wait till this one comes out. It was a wild day. And she said people were making fun of her. In fact, because she was sexually assaulted. I went on a 5-minute rant in this episode where I just told people to go fuck off. Basically, I was pissed. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, you hear me pause the episode and go, wait a minute, what did you just say? They said they're making fun of you for being sexually assaulted. Like what kind of animal is going to sit there and make fun of you for something you didn't choose to happen? Better yet, she didn't even know. She didn't really know what happened until she went to hypnotherapy, and that's when me and Craig kind of touched on it a little bit when we interviewed. I told him, I said, it was funny you say that, Craig. I said, because she didn't know anything because her 3-year-old brain cut off what happened. So she doesn't remember the whole incident. She remembers the feeling of it, remembers that she gets mad when she gets into certain situations that relate to that, but didn't know anything about it. But when they explored it even further, they kept saying like, hey, there's something there. And then she found out that was the case. And then people were making fun of her. I'm like, oh, hell no. I got mad. Like, I literally went on a 5-minute rant where I was just getting pissed. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
The kids suck. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
when it comes to bullying
Yeah.
and all that, and it's
Yeah.
like
That
literally
Yes,
shit's
like,
got to end. That
yes.
shit's got to end, dude.
you know.
That's what a lot of it is
And
because of bullying.
But you got to remember, right, too, and I'm not taking the bully side, right? But you got to remember that especially at such a young age, right? They're going home probably most likely to an environment where they're not loved and cared for. So
Yeah.
they're going to take it out
mhm.
on everybody else, right? So
Yep.
what we have to do is get to those kids, the bullies and the rest of them, and tell them, hey, we're all in this together, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to bully.
Yeah, and especially nowadays with the internet, like cyberbullying
Oh,
is so bad, and they see it
Mm-hmm.
from their parents too. Like the other day, I was kind of having a conversation with
Yes.
my husband. I had found this couple on TikTok, and that go live together, and they're an age gap couple. Okay, so he's like 40 something and she's 22. And so their live is about the life of an age gap couple. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I went in there with the intention of going to talk to them about maybe being on the podcast. So I go into their live for the first time, and there was like 500 people in there. And I was like, dang, they must be really popular. Out of 500 people, probably 300 and something people were sitting there just straight up. The entire chat is chatting and chatting fast, dogging the shit out of them.
Out of them, yeah.
And how disgusting. And it's like, why would you want to have sex with this man? And y'all are disgusting and y'all make me sick. And I'm like, what in the heck? Like all these adults, just like hundreds and hundreds of them. And I'm like, wow.
Well, and it's
Wow. I
disgusting,
can
right?
see
'Cause
one or
that,
two trolls, but
yeah, but what frustrates me is with the internet is it's like, what happened to the days if you don't like something, right? You just keep it to yourself and you keep changing the channel. You keep
yeah,
scrolling, right? These people now have to like everybody has to put their input in. And it's like,
Yes.
look,
yeah,
you're 50 something years old, she's 20 something, or vice versa. I'm happy for the both of you. You love each other, yes. Okay, thumbs up. I'm not gonna talk shit. Like,
yeah.
who am I to say anything? Like, good
And
for
that's
you.
how I thought, which is why
Yeah,
I went on the live, which is
like
why I wanted to intermingle with them, get to know them, send them a private message, so eventually I could ask them to be on the show. And I'm the only person in there, I swear, that thought it was that they were interesting. Everyone else
yeah,
is just either dogging them or sending messages like, "I'm just here for the comments." So
yeah,
just sitting there, not saying anything, watching them get harassed, and thinking it's hilarious.
yeah,
When I
And
share
these
my
are
story, a lot of
adults.
the
So if
time I
adults are
get
acting like this,
when I share my story, a lot of the time I get comments like, "You deserve to be in a loony bin. You should be locked up for life. You're crazy as a jaybird. Like, you need to fucking get over it and just get better." Like, and it's not me complaining. It's me saying this is where I was and this is where I am. Because people
exactly,
bash the
right?
shit out of me, and it's because they don't understand. And I'm like, why not just keep scrolling? Like, I don't
exactly.
need you to harass
Yeah,
me online. I have enough negativity in my own damn head.
Well, see, and,
right.
and here's the
I'm
thing
my
too.
own worst nightmare.
People on the internet, they're being vulnerable, right? They're being vulnerable. They're opening up. They're telling their stories, sharing their stories on lives. Sharing their lives on live, right? We should all be supporting them. And if you don't like it, just okay,
Just
down
go to the
next
next
one.
place. Go
Yeah, it's
on.
like
Mm-hmm.
there's 8.1 billion people in the world. There's enough people online where you can find something you like.
Right.
And it's like we've
Yep.
become such a hateful country, right? People. And it's like I'm I'm not one of those that hates on anybody. Like I'm all like I see someone on vacation, I'm happy for them. I see them at the beach, like I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not mad,
Right.
like I'm happy for them, but I'm not like I'm more interested in people and their life stories, right? Like to see where they come from, to see what they've been through, to see what the trauma has been, to see
Yes.
what their anxiety or depression is, you know what I mean? And all that stuff. So it's
Yes.
so interesting. It's just interesting. Where'd
I
Pete
love
go?
it. That's what I've been. Yeah. I mean, some of the people that have been on my show, I've known, and
Yeah,
or even the ones that I didn't, at least I've interacted with for a while, and you just don't know their stories until they open up and tell you. And man, just like getting to know them and what they've been through, it's amazing, and it's so therapeutic for them to talk about, and it's healing for me. I mean, it helps me heal my own traumas. Listening to other people and how they overcame, or how they're overcoming, or you
yeah.
can
I
learn so
agree.
much, and it's just so
I
interesting
agree.
too. Yes. Everyone's always like, this is a therapy session. I'm like, bring it on.
Exactly. People are just so frustrating.
Yeah.
Um, so Marin, let people know where they can find you before we end, because I have I guess I have an 8 o'clock that's I'm unaware of.
All right.
Voice
So
of the
again,
voice.
Marin Acosta. It's unapologetically Marin, the Cornbread Chronicles, and main two places would be YouTube and Spotify. That's the main two places where just search unapologetically Marin, and you will find me.
Maddie, where can they
You
find you?
can my nonprofit JNE support group. If you Google JNE support group, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. My personal stuff is Maddie Andrews. I'm happy to talk to you on either one. The nonprofit website is www.jesupport.org. And don't forget to tune in on Saturdays to Voice of the Voiceless, an amazing podcast with P and I.
Voice of the Voiceless, starring Maddie Andrews, with co-host Pete.
Pete's gonna
Oh,
get
and
you.
Pete.
And
Oh,
Pete.
and Pete. Yeah, Pete.
And you can find me everywhere. Uncle Jimmy's. I'm everybody's favorite uncle, Uncle Jimmy. And as I like to say, Marin, you've joined us. You're not just a friend now. You're family. You can come back and join us whenever you want.
Absolutely.
Have Pete
I
or
sure will.
you have Pete send you my information. You can reach out, or Maddie's
Thank
information.
you.
Yeah, and we'll
Yes,
connect.
because
And
I want
we'll
both of you on my show. I want to be with both of you. Like, I love
yeah,
it.
come on and
And
join us
this will
anytime
be
you want.
regular
Like
for
I
me
said,
too.
we do this Wednesdays,
Yes,
so if you want to
sir.
come on and join, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I
we're
sure
just
will.
tired. This usually isn't how it goes. We're tired this week, so we had to like get on and do it. And we're like all like, see, Pete just got the fuck up and left. Pete's like, I'm out of here. Pete
Yeah,
didn't even
he's
say
taking
goodbye.
a
I don't
nap
even know where he
somewhere.
went. You know what I mean?
Under his
And
desk.
so, we you're more than welcome to come whenever you want.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Perfect. And I'll see you guys next week. Maddie, I'll text you. I'll talk to you anyways.
All right. Peace
See
and
y'all
love,
next week. Have a good
everybody.
Bye,
weekend.
everybody. In
Goodbye,
I almost called them the
everyone.
space sphere. Don't forget, voice of the voiceless.
Voice of the Voiceless.